please take it away.
Very much, Pam. See here. Welcome to the Workforce Readiness and Economic Vitality Committee meeting for September 26, 2022. Members of the public may attend the meeting virtually through WebEx, Cisco events, or view the meeting recording by visiting tempe.gov/WREV for more information. It's important to understand that no formal votes or decisions about city programs, policies, or budgets will happen here. Our role is to explore various topics with staff and stakeholders and community members and make recommendations to our council colleagues. We want this process to be transparent, inclusive, and easy for you to be a part of whenever you choose to be. And you can share your thoughts with us directly by filling out a comment card about any item or meeting agenda, or by reaching out to us directly with any other thoughts, questions, or ideas. We need you to fill out a comment card in advance so that card can be read into the record for any agendized item. The link to comment cards can be found on our committee webpage at tempe.gov/WREV. And you will also find the contact information for our committee members and our staff there for non-agendized questions as well. With that, I will call this meeting of the Workforce Readiness and Economic Vitality Committee to order. Councilmember Hodge, do you have a motion on the minutes?
Yes, I move to approve the June 29, 2022 meeting minutes.
Okay, and I will second that. We never really took a vote or anything on that in the past, so we won't do that here, but we have approved the meetings for the June 29th, 2022 Rev Committee meeting. The committee welcomes public comment, and according to the Arizona Open Meeting Law, the committee may only discuss matters listed on the agenda. Matters brought up by the public under the public appearances that are not listed on the agenda cannot be discussed by the committee. Its time per person will take effect. Sipan or Annie, do we have any comment cards submitted?
Again, I keep losing.
We did not, Councilmember Keating.
Thank you very much, Annie. Okay, Councilmember Hodge, go ahead and take it away. Oh wait, never mind. I read your part. I'm sorry. We'll get the hang of this, Councilmember Hodge. I promise. Okay, so our first item A1 is our Veterans Affairs Coordinator update. So I'd like to welcome Veteran Service Coordinator Abe McCann. Abe, take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pleasure to be here. So am I working this slideshow, or do I just let people know when I'm ready to move on?
Whatever you can say to this problem.
What was that?
So Abe, you just tell me when you're on next slide. That's all.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Next slide, please. All right. So I'm Abe. A little background about myself. I'm a veteran of the United States Army. I was a sergeant. Served in Iraq in 2005. I come to the city of Tempe by way of the the Arizona Army National Guard, where I served as a family readiness program manager for the past 2 years. I was the first ever state appointed skill bridge coordinator in Arizona. And we'll get into skill bridge in a little bit. I'm an alumni of NAU. I'm married, Phoenix native, 2 kids. And that number 15 up there in the upper left is my boy in 2020. Go Chargers. Next slide, please. All right, so just an overview of kind of what my internal goals for the office are as far as City of Tempe goes. Increased collaboration with government and community partners. There's a lot of great resources out in our state, and my goal is to connect them to the city and our programs that we're already managing. To maintain the city support of the parade, the employee veteran breakfast, and the community salutes. I'm also focusing on establishing a veteran affinity group for Tempe employees to help veterans that are coming into the organizations feel more at home, and also to support them through their time here at the City of Tempe. I'm also developing some human resources training, very basic stuff, just some stuff that we can add to like the onboarding process to highlight the veterans in our organization and potentially incentivize them to identify a little bit better. I will be looking into establishing skill bridge apprenticeship programs throughout the city in different areas. We'll talk about those shortly here. And then also I want to improve the city's ability to understand internal and external veteran population data. Get a better idea how many veterans we have working with us, how many in the community we're serving, what branches of the service, what eras they served in, and what are their needs as well. Externally, for the city citizens, I would like to, you go back one real quick. Okay. SkillBridge, you heard me mention it a couple times. What is SkillBridge? SkillBridge is an opportunity for service members to leave active duty up to 6 months early and participate in a paid internship or an unpaid internship, depending on what type of program they're looking at. It has to be approved by their field grade commander. All branches of the military at all installations are eligible to participate. So it is Department of Defense wide. And service members participating in the SkillBridge receive their military compensation and benefits while their industry partners that they're working for provide the training. So in essence, whoever brings on a SkillBridge candidate gets a free intern. Industry partners are not required to retain service members upon completion. So the hope is that they will do a good job and that there is a place for them to land after their internship's over. But if not, that's more than okay by this program. Next slide, please. Okay, give you an idea of what the talent pool coming out of the military and integrating back into society every year is. So military-wide, countrywide, you have about 200,000 active duty service members that are transitioning from the service and coming back into the civilian world. Locally at Marine Corps Air Station Yuma, that's about 959 Marines a year. At Fort Huachuca, you're looking at 664 Army soldiers. Davis Monthan Air Force Base, that's 902 airmen. And closer to home here, Luke Air Force Base, that is about 610 airmen. And then also, if you throw in the National Guard, you're looking at about 6,200 additional potential military/veteran employee candidates. Next slide. All right, questions. Anybody any questions about the Veteran Services Coordinator position?
I don't have any. Thank you very much for the presentation. Councilmember Hodge, did you have any questions or feedback?
Thank you so much for the presentation.
All righty. Well, if anybody needs me, I'm on the 3rd floor up here at City Hall. Feel free to stop by and say hi.
Thank you. This will actually be the first year in a while that I've been able to attend the Veterans Day parades. Look forward to it. Thank you for your work.
Well, if I can be of any service at any time, please let me know.
Okay. Item 4A2 is College Connect update. So I'd like to welcome Human Service Supervisor Mary Mezzi to give us an update on College Connect. Mary, it's all you.
Okay. Good afternoon, Councilmember Keating and Councilmember Hodge. Thank you for the opportunity to join you today and present an update on College Connect Tempe. My name is Mary Mezzi. I'm a supervisor within the Office of Education, Career, and Family Services. I've had the honor to work for the city for almost 6 years and manage the operations of College Connect as part of my role. And Sapan, do you have my slides or should I share my screen?
I'm good. I'm going to start. Just tell me when you want me to change. That's
Okay,
all.
next slide. And one more, yeah. So College Connect supports 2 performance measures within the quality of life strategic priority area. Measure 3.08, high school graduation rate, and measure 3.09, degree attainment, also known as the city's Achieve 65 Tempe goal. Next slide, please. College Connect is Tempe's college access and career readiness program. We offer free services to assist students with achieving their post-graduation goals for any college or career pathway. The program serves any student and parent caregiver, regardless of where they live, what school they attend, their age, and whether they are in or out of school. We have a special focus on serving first-generation, low-income, and other students not historically represented on college campuses and in other post-secondary programs. Students and families can find us on all 6 Tempe Union High School District campuses, thanks to our strong partnership with Tempe Union. At the College Connect office, located at the Tempe Public Library, and virtually. We offer Spanish language services, and each year, thanks to the generous support of the Ramsey Social Justice Foundation, we award 10 $1,000 scholarships to students who participate in our program. Next slide, please. College Connect was established in 2013 and began as a workshop series, adding individual advising sessions at the end of 2015. The program has continued to expand thanks to the strong and growing partnerships between the city and the education and community partners that you see here. I'd like to highlight our newest partner, the Arizona Department of Education, who awarded the city a $1.3 million grant for the next 2 years, so that's through September 2024, that will allow College Connect to expand our program services with an emphasis on what College Connect does best. So that's post-secondary advising, Fafsa completion activities, summer melt activities, and educational workshops. Next slide, please. So this new grant funding has allowed us to hire 6 full-time temporary staff and greatly increase the capacity to serve students and families at school campuses and at the College Connect office. These new staff join our established team, including Adrian Castillo, our program coordinator, and our cadre of volunteer and intern advisors who've been providing support to students over the years. Additionally, thanks to our partnership with Education Forward Arizona, we will be hosting 2 AmeriCorps members this year. We're proud that our advising team represents our community. Several of our staff are Tempe Union alumni, and several have also worked within Tempe schools. All of our advisors share a common desire to support students in achieving a post-high school plan that supports their unique needs and dreams. All advisors complete college access advising through the National College Attainment Network, as well as FAFSA and financial aid training through the Arizona Department of Education and our FAFSA coalition partners. Advisors help students and parents navigate the continuum of college and career readiness services, including college and career exploration, completing program applications and financial aid applications, and applying for scholarships, completing resumes, and of course, connecting to our College Connect Tempe partners. Students and parents can meet with their advisors at their assigned location, as well as virtually and at the College Connect office. With our advising services at the College Connect office, we will be intentionally outreaching to students who attend charter, private, and home schools in order to be inclusive of our entire student population here in Tempe. Next slide. So College Connect has been very active this summer. In addition to recruiting and onboarding our new team members, we've launched and piloted a new texting platform so that we can better communicate with students and parents in their preferred way and in a timely manner. Our College Connect coordinator, Adrian Castillo, and our Career Ready Tempe coordinator, Delena LaForce, were invited to present at the Arizona Department of Education's Summer Conference for Educators. And they provided a very well-received session on helping students complete a resume. Of course, we assisted graduating seniors, so those students who are part of the class of 2022, with completing key milestones so that they can successfully transition to their post-secondary pathway. Students who are participating in our Career Ready Tempe internship program met with advisors to explore the educational pathways that met their career interests and update their resumes to be reflective of their experience they gained through their internships. And our team was out and about in the community. They attended book distribution days, freshman boot camps. They were out at the community centers, making sure that the community knew about College Connect. On your screen here, you see a photo of Cole and Anna E., 2 of our advisors, out at the Tempe High Book Distribution Day. Next slide. Like our other City of Tempe programs that partner with and in schools, fall is a very busy time of year for us. Our advisors have been in the classrooms doing presentations to students on a variety of topics, everything from College Connect 101 to applying for scholarships and submitting college applications to preparing to complete the Fafsa. Our advisors are also working with students and counselors on creative ways to encourage students to complete the Fafsa. So for example, at Corona del Sol, they have an event that they're calling the donut. So do not donut, forget your Fafsa, where the econ government class that has the most Fafsa completions will earn a free donut breakfast. And then we've had the opportunity to present at several of the Tempe Union High School district events and activities. So on your screen there, you see Lauren, one of our advisors, presenting at the in-state university night. And then also we've had advisors go to football games. So thanks to Councilmember Hodge for facilitating an opportunity at last week's field dedication at Marcos Deniza. We're just trying to be creative in how we're reaching students and parents, ensuring that we are going where they are. Also, we've been hosting small group workshops as well as our virtual workshops, preparing students and families for all those important college and career readiness milestones. Last week, we held our first workshop event of the school year, our Fafsa prep event. It was very well attended. We had 59 participants and had a lot of interaction between participants and presenters. And I'd really like to thank our city's Public Information Office and our assigned PIO, Savannah Harrelson, as well as our partners over at Tempe Union High School District, that communications team, Megan and Noah, for helping us get the word out in the community about our events. Next slide. While we believe the program is of value to students and parents, we know that participant feedback is really what matters. So we send satisfaction surveys to those who attend our workshops as well as our advising sessions. And we take that feedback as we're reviewing our program, and we use that feedback for continuous quality improvement throughout the year. So I just wanted to share a little bit some of the feedback that we've received from students and parents that have participated in activities this school year. Next slide. And as we continue this fall semester, College Connect will be providing weekly in-person labs at the College Connect office located at the Tempe Public Library. So these are in-person opportunities for parents and students to receive that direct assistance on completing college applications, completing the Fafsa, submitting scholarship applications every Monday and Wednesday. And we do have 2 additional workshops coming up this fall semester in partnership with our College Connect partners. In October, we're focusing on Fafsa completion, and then in December will be a focus on scholarships, specifically local scholarships, as well as those keys to successful scholarship applications. And then, of course, our advising services are always available virtually in the College Connect office, as well as on school campuses. And all that information can be found at our website. Next slide. So I'd just like to thank you again for your time this afternoon, the opportunity to provide an update, and most importantly, your ongoing support for College Connect Tempe. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, thank you so much, Mary. College Connect is near and dear to my heart, knowing that I'm also on Tempe Union High School Governing Board. I look forward to all the work we'll do and continue on throughout my time together. I don't have any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Hodge. Thank you very much, Mary. Obviously, this is a very valuable program to the city of Tempe, and it's very successful. So it's no wonder the council and myself and Councilmember Hodge and our rest of our colleagues have no problem continuing to support it and expand it where we can. I really appreciate the update, and as always, is there anything that we can do to be of service to you or College Connect in the future, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. With that, then we'll move on to our next item, item 4A3, and that's a program that's very important to me. Tempe Works, we're getting an update from Human Services Manager Jessica Wright. Jessica?
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank, first off, Councilmember Keating and Councilmember Hodge for the opportunity to share some of our current updates and our advancements within our Tempe Works program. My name is Jessica Wright. I'm the Homeless Solutions Manager for the city, and I'm privileged to speak on behalf of the hard work of everyone involved with Tempe Works, including our Tempe Works coordinator, Lily Urenda. Next slide, please. The purpose of this presentation is to review how Tempe Works ties directly to our city's strategic priorities, provide a brief overview of Tempe Works and its history, and provide current updates for the programming as well as upcoming advancements of the programs. Next slide, please. The Tempe Works initiative, originally brought to the City Council by Councilmember Keating in 2017, directly aligns with the City Council's strategic priority number 3.28 in quality of life to end homelessness in the city of Tempe as measured by the city's annual count. Next slide, please. Through the Mayor and Council's fiscal year 2022 mid-year supplemental approval, funding was allocated to support 2 new city positions in the Tempe Works program, bringing the total number of available city positions to participants in the program to 5. 3 of those are assigned to our solid waste department and 2 assigned to our Parks and Recreation. This supplemental also provided the expansion of our Tempe Works coordinator from a temporary part-time position to a full-time permanent position for facilitating this program. So we are grateful for the continued support of the program. Our program for Tempe Works is designed to serve individuals experiencing homelessness by providing a path to stable long-term employment and connection to sustainable housing to end homelessness. Next slide, please. Our main goals of Tempe Works are to provide structural and social supports for individuals experiencing homelessness, assist individuals in joining or rejoining the workforce, offer a continuum of care through various support mechanisms and wraparound services, and strive to provide self-sufficiency and a path to stable long-term housing. Our Tempe Works coordinator partners directly with the city's homeless outreach prevention effort, the HOPE team, as well as the Tempe Community Action Agency's I Help shelter to identify and refer potential participants into the program. Again, this is not a day labor program. Tempe Works is focused on long-term sustainable employment and, more importantly, ending homelessness for individuals. Next slide, please. Like I previously stated, the mid-year supplemental expanded Tempe Works program to have an increased number of city jobs available. Our Tempe Works coordinator has also continued to work with our partner, Downtown Tempe Authority, to increase the employment availabilities and variety of positions that are available. This intentional effort and partnership and expansion has resulted in more individuals successfully employed through Tempe Works than ever before. As you can see on the screen, we've got 9 individuals actively employed through Tempe Works right now in a variety of different positions throughout the program. Next slide, please. So in regards to housing updates, because that is a big piece of what's tied to Tempe Works, in the past 3 months, from June 2022 to the end of August, we had a total of 39 referrals into the Tempe Works program. And in that time frame, you could see from the graph on the screen that we've had an additional successful graduate who is successfully and stably housed, as well as 22 other folks who are currently living in a shelter situation, working through the referral process at various stages. In addition, a currently employed participant living in the shelter has completed the eligibility period for the tenant-based rental assistance voucher. And we've got 5 other additional currently employed participants living in shelter settings that are seeking their housing unit through the use of a rapid rehousing voucher. This is something that they've been provided through the coordinated entry system that the Tempe Works program accesses directly through our own city HOPE team. Next slide, please. So taking a closer look at the referrals we saw on the previous screen, we can see here in more detail the huge number of people that are just being connected to the program at this time. In total, since the program started in 2017, there have been a total number of 129 referrals to Tempe Works of individuals. In the past 3 months, there's been 39 individuals referred. So we're seeing a huge increase. And in fiscal year 2021-22, you can see here we had a total of 70 referrals. In just the past 2 months, this first fiscal part of the fiscal year here in 2023, we're on target to surpass last year's number of referrals by January of 2023. And that's barely halfway through our first part of our fiscal, or the first half of our fiscal year. So we're thrilled for the response and excitement for folks to participate in this program, and the interest is just spreading. Next slide, please. We've worked really closely with our public information officer, Susie Sneckner, and the communications and marketing team to collaborate on Tempe Works and having some new collateral. We've developed a few different things that you could see here. We've developed a brochure for potential participants, highlighting the steps that a participant would walk through during their time in the program. In addition, we've also created an employer flyer to provide additional information for potential hiring managers and new employers that might be interested in helping and participating with Tempe Works. It provides a concise bit of information on the programs, as well as a direct connection to our Tempe Works coordinator. Next slide, please. So regarding partnerships, Tempe Works has been strengthening its partnership, in particular with Maricopa County, Arizona at Work. It's provided a lot of additional employment opportunities for individuals who are not participating in the Tempe Works designated positions, so that they're able to also still gain employment. In the past 3 months alone, from June of 2022 to the end of August, we've had 22 individuals that our Tempe Works coordinator has connected through Maricopa County, Arizona at Work to their Job Ready Career Skills Workshop. And all of those folks fully completed the workshop. You can see Carter here in the photo. He has just been a great partner for us. And I think just providing us a huge bit of support for individuals that are needing additional job skills as well. Next slide, please. And finally, in program advancement, there's a few things that are currently in process. So first, our Tempe Works coordinator has been developing some support bags for individuals obtaining employment through Tempe Works. These bags include some items to ease individuals back into getting started with new employment. So things such as hygiene items, a water bottle to take to work, and even items to support folks that might be employed indoors or outdoors, like sunglasses, a badge holder, a hand fan. These are going to be distributed starting in October. A goal of Tempe Works also is to expand the awareness of the program throughout the city and interdepartmentally. Our coordinator and our team has been working on a couple of different avenues on this. So first, Tempe Works tabled a job fair last week that was hosted by Maricopa County, Arizona at Work to promote the program to employers. In addition, Tempe Works has been also meeting with city departments with additional meetings scheduled for other departments as well to raise awareness of these valuable resources of individuals working through the Tempe Works program as they look to transition from the temporary positions into permanent city full-time positions. So we're thankful for everybody's great reception of that when we're asking different departments to share this information. And finally, there's an ongoing collaboration with Maricopa County, Arizona at Work, has provided us the opportunity to access computer devices for participating Tempe Works clients with a planned implementation of this in mid-October. Next slide, please. So with that, I just want to take a moment to say thank you for providing some time for me to share the successes of our Tempe Works program. We're so grateful for the investment and the expansion of the program that it's received over the years. More specifically, we're excited to continue to facilitate such a valuable program that's continued to prove to be successful in ending homelessness for individuals while providing employment through a stable, long-term career in the city and through this program. So I'm happy to receive any questions or comments, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Jessica. Look forward to working with you more. I'm glad to meet you in person and one day, hopefully I can go out with you one day and see how you actually work and stuff. So we're looking forward to that soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Hodge. Thank you very much, Jessica. This was a very informative presentation, and I'm thrilled. Well, I'm not thrilled. I mean, it's sad that the program is needed now more than ever, but I'm glad that we are reacting in a way that is able to get individuals connected with the services and jobbing opportunities that they may need. So I was very pleased to see you are working with Arizona Works and other organizations to get as many people employed, regardless of whether it's through the city or not. So like every year, so I'm just putting this out on your radar. Like every year, I will be asking for additional funds and additional departments to participate in the program. So I'm sure at some point, hopefully here, if not before the end of the year, but at the very beginning of next year, I'd be prepared just to have a presentation to the full city council, just to kind of speak to the value of this program and the good work that you and others in the human services team are doing. This is definitely a big success for the city of Tempe. So I'll definitely get with comms on this as well to kind of celebrate. If we've had over 100 people referred in the last year, is significant. So one of the things I would ask is, I know that we have referred people to corporate job bank directly. If we could get a number of those people, I guess what I'm interested in is how many people in total have been connected to a job, whether they stay on the job for a day or whether they're still on the job, years down the road. Just how many people have been connected to a job through this program? From the numbers you're saying that we know of, that doesn't include corporate job bank. I mean, to me, it's already, pretty staggering. So I'm very excited about the success of the program, but I think there's even more success hidden in those numbers somewhere. So I would ask for that as well, whenever it is that you may come before the council. But all in all, I mean, I couldn't be happier or more proud of this program and the help that it's giving people in the city of Tempe. So I appreciate the work that you've done and the coordinator have done, everyone in the human services staff, to make this a priority. So just be on the lookout. I'm sure you'll see a communication from my aide or maybe Sapan or someone at some point. That I think the rest of the council needs to hear this story. I've just had the one caveat that we get the total number, including corporate job bank as well. And if I remember correctly, DTA was interested in working with us on this. I don't know if anything ever came of that, but that'd be another avenue to explore as well, and certainly interdepartmental around the city of Tempe, because maybe not everyone is capable of doing some of the physical work that currently we have in the parks department and the cycling yard. So there's got to be other opportunities too, maybe like some administrative work or something like that. So I would just ask to keep your mind open about it, creative positions. I think the council will be very much behind getting as many people employed through this program as we can. So again, I really appreciate your efforts on here. I don't really have any further questions, but if there's anything I can ever do for you in this effort, don't be shy. I'm happy to go to bat for this program any day of the week. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, then. Our next item 4A4, we would like Tempe City Employees Medical Leave Policy. So I'd like to welcome Human Resources Director Rebecca Strisco and City Attorney Sonia Blaine and Senior City Attorney Kara Stanek.
Good afternoon, council members Keating and Hodge. How is everyone?
Great. How are you?
Oh, good. So I'll just wait for my presentation to pop up here and get started. So thank you for having us here today. So I'm here along with Sonia and Kara to talk about medical leaves. I'm going to just give a brief overview of the current medical leaves here at the city of Tempe, and then talk specifically about out-of-state considerations. Next slide, please. So the city of Tempe has sick leave for regular full-time employees in an active pay status, and those employees accrue eight hours of sick leave monthly. That can be used for their own sickness, for medical, dental, vision, or mental health appointments, or for family members' illnesses or appointments. We don't require any documentation, but it may be requested after 3 days of absence. Next slide. And there's also the Family Medical Leave Act, which is a federal law from 1993 that gives eligible employees up to 12 work weeks of unpaid leave in a 12-month period for qualifying reasons. The city of Tempe actually goes beyond that, and we provide up to 17 weeks of leave in a year. The employees have to have worked 1,250 hours and been employed for 12 months to qualify. The city does require that a person use their accrued time before going into an unpaid status. There's also some other paid programs that I'm going to get into in a couple slides that would run concurrent with the FMLA. Next slide. So qualifying circumstances for FMLA can be a person's own serious health condition. It could be an immediate family member's serious health condition. It could be for the birth, adoption, or foster care of a child and bond with the newborn child, or for family members on active duty. Next slide. And then in addition to the FMLA, we also have some paid programs. Compassionate leave is actually a voluntary donation from other city employees. So we can have some city employees donate time to other city employees that maybe need that so that they don't go into an unpaid status. The employee has to be out on a leave that's defined by FMLA and must have exhausted all of their other leave balances. And then we have the supplemental family medical leave, which was changed in 2020 from catastrophic leave. And this is for employees who are out for an FMLA reason. The employee must be out for a continuous leave of 30 consecutive days. It's a city paid benefit, so they can use their own time for the first 30 days or compassionate leave, then go into supplemental family medical leave, and then go back to using their own time or compassionate leave. So it's used from day 31 to 60. Okay, next slide. As far as in-state versus out-of-state medical treatment, we don't treat these any differently under our medical leave policies. The difference is that flexible spending accounts do allow for reimbursement of travel expenses related to medical care, whether that's simply parking my car at the doctor's office and paying for parking versus taking a plane or staying at a hotel if I'm seeking treatment out of state. FSAs are pre-tax employee deductions up to $2,850 per year. And then we also have city paid Mediflex at $53.26 a month. That's paid for by the city. It doesn't expire like your usual FSA dollars, and that continues to roll over and would have the same requirements as reimbursement for FSAs. So that's all the slides that I have, and then I'll open it up for questions.
I don't have any questions, Councilmember Hodge.
Oh, thank you so much for the presentation.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda, do we have any new items or future agenda items to be considered for our next meeting?
Well, did we not have a presentation from the city's attorney's office, or?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was done. I thought she was done. I'm sorry.
No, my apologies. Yeah, next we're going to have the city attorney's office, Kara Stanek, and make a presentation on an item that was on the agenda on out-of-state medical procedures for Tempe city employees.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kara. I was just asked to review the legality of whether the city could amend our personnel policies to add additional leave time to provide employees the opportunity with paid leave to travel out of state to receive medical treatment that of their choosing. And we are legally allowed to do that. There's no prohibition or no legal blocks for the city to provide additional leave time to do such a thing. So if we wanted to amend our personnel rules, we would follow the same process that we do to amend our personnel rules to provide any other benefits. So it's suggested to the Human Resources Department and the City Attorney's Office. We draft something, it goes through the six-sided partnership, and then to City Council to be amended and adopted as a new personnel rule. So there's no legal prohibition or block for the city to amend our personnel rules if we were interested in providing a new benefit for city employees to obtain out-of-state medical treatment. So that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm happy to take questions, though, if there's anything more specific.
Thank you very much, Kara. I don't have any questions. I think your suggestion is kind of where I want to go with this. Let's move to the six-sided partnership and see if we can't come up with some sort of policy that covers the concerns of out-of-state medical treatment for city employees. And then, once you guys have that, I would definitely be interested in having a larger discussion with the full mayor and council whenever you are ready.
Okay, thank you.
Member Hodge, do you have anything?
Oh, thank you for your presentation.
Thank you very much, Kara. Right, Burdetta? No,
Okay.
to your question, Councilmember Hodge, I do not have any future agenda items at this time. Do you?
No, I don't. And also, Councilmember King, do you have any announcements, other announcements?
No one cares about my birthday or anything like that. So, no. Do you?
No, I don't have any no more announcements at this time. Our next meeting is to be determined, so we will definitely put that out there when we have that determined date.
Okay, it will be at the end of October. We're just finalizing the date for anyone watching at home.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, well, I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
meeting's adjourned. Thank you very much, Councilmember Hodge, and thank you, staff, for your presentations and our council aides for putting this together.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, guys.
You too. Bye.